Good morning. Today is June 19th, and today we're going to look at the California Walnut Shipment Report. In addition, we're going to talk with Bill Carriere about some recent market ordering changes that we've seen in the California walnut industry. So to get started, we're going to talk a little bit about the shipment report. It looks much better than we saw last year at the same time, so we're seeing a lot more positive improvements as we continue to move through this marketing year. That is going to leave us in a better carryout position than we had last year. And ultimately should bring us into the new crop on fumes. So that should set up the stage for a good opening demand, and we should see some walnuts move out of California pretty quickly once harvest has come.
Especially for light product. Most people are out of light halves for sure, and light product in general is getting low.
And even combo, for that matter, is starting to become tight with the recent walnut solicitation process. It purchased quite a bit of combo material, so we're actually seeing a very limited amount left of that material as well. So first we're going to talk a little bit more about the weather. We've had great weather here in California, much more mild than we saw last year.
Yeah, I think crops shaping up to be one of the better quality crops so far. I mean, we have a long ways to go till harvest, but right now this cool weather is sizing the nuts well, putting low insect pressure, low mold pressure, and we should have good color and good size.
In regards to the marketing order changes, we've seen a couple big changes in the last few weeks. I guess starting with the assessments.
Yeah, so the process started quite a while ago. We've been looking to save money on inspections. So as you know, DFA of California, or Safe Food Alliance, is the inspection service for USDA. And so it was kind of a duplicative process because we have our own internal inspectors here, and as most large handlers do, and we're grading to the specifications of our customers, which are much tighter than the USDA specifications. So we would have our own graders do our own internal grading, and we'd have a DFA person there kind of doing a duplicative process at a lower grade, which didn't really amount to any value. So the Walnut Board embarked on this project a couple years ago to eliminate the duplicate process, so we don't have DFA inspectors anymore, or they're not required anyway. You can still use them if you want, but they're not required on outgoing inspections. And what that ended up doing, because of the marketing order rules, it also eliminated assessments, which eliminated our grower funds for marketing. So we've been without marketing funds for 2 years, and we've been inspecting on our own, or only required to inspect on our own for the last 2 years. So we've eliminated the cost, and now the vote was just finally ratified, and the new process is in place. Now we assess for our funds on the incoming, which from the field, on an in-shell basis. So we still have the budget back in place, and we're doing our outgoing inspections on our own, and we're doing it to customer specifications. Or if the customer doesn't specify, we have our own internal specifications, which are also much tighter than USDA. So overall, we're improving quality, saving costs, and hopefully we can provide value to customers and also give more money to growers.
And then another big change we saw was putting some parameters around PV and FFA for anything that's going to be sold or merchantable into the market. Sounds like that should make quality much more uniform across all California handlers.
That's right. So it's not part of the marketing order per se, but it's kind of an agreement that all the handlers came up with, that we would tighten the specifications for free fatty acids and peroxide values to 2.5 and 1.25. And before there was no limit really. And so we're calling that anything that's worse than that, it's going to be unmerchantable product. So you should not receive anything anywhere near that. In our opinion, that's still too high. Most of our stuff is way lower than that. So this was an incremental step that we're doing to improve quality, because we've identified that rancidity is the #1 problem. So we want customers to be happy with good quality, and they want walnuts to taste good. That's #1.
And so with that, we'll jump over to Jared in the orchards, and if you guys have any follow-up questions, please reach out to us at any time. Thank you.
Hey everyone, welcome back out of the farm. Today we're on our Glen Ranch. We're in one of our Chandler orchards here. This Chandler orchard behind us, you'll see pretty much throughout the entire block, nut size is pretty uniform, which means we didn't get a lot of those ladder sets. So that should be a positive going into this season. We should see hopefully some larger nut sizes and more uniform nut sizes. In the past couple years, we've kind of seen those kind of all over the board, but this year is one year that does look pretty positive. As far as crop load here, I would say this is probably an average crop load for this block. I wouldn't say it's a huge crop. I wouldn't say it's small. I think it's probably going to end up somewhere right around normal range for this specific block. Now, going through the valley, I've seen some orchards that look great, that guys are out there tipping limbs so far right now, just so they kind of reduce the amount of broken limbs that they could see. Looks like we might have to do a little bit of tipping here in the next couple weeks, but overall, I don't think there's much that's going to be done here. But we'll continue to keep an eye on it, and we'll see you for the next update.